Wow. All right. You're not getting this fast. No. Sorry. This is a first impression is an absolutely gorgeous bow. Oh, and I see he's got the string from Three Rivers. I mean, it's got to be Brazilian rosewood, which is some of the most beautiful wood for a bow. This is a Browning. Sorry, this is not a Shakespeare. It's a Browning Explorer 1. Wow. 46 pounds, 56-inch IMO. This thing is absolutely gorgeous in the wood. Wow. Let's see, it's right-handed, so I put it in my left. Oh, not a bad grip. Yeah, I mean, it would probably take me a little bit getting used to. It has the tip protectors. It's all glossy. For a short bow, this is a pretty neat little one. Oh, and you got the feather rest. That's pretty cool. I never used one of those. I'm telling you, I just love Brazilian rosewood. Man, you buff this baby up, which I'm going to probably do. Yeah, multi-level. That is pretty nice. I'll bring the camera in and we'll take some close-ups of it, alright? But I'm telling you right now, gorgeous looking bow. So it's a Browning Explorer, looks like it says 1. That is pretty neat. Alright, so let's take a close-up. Alright everybody, you can see it here. So you can see that's Brazilian rosewood. Not sure what that is. More Brazilian rosewood than that. And it's got, I love things in which whoever made them paid attention to details. They could have left the front of this bow, the Brazilian rosewood would have been totally fine. But they put a fine layer of a white wood. See it? Look at that fine little layer. Look, that is gorgeous, ain't it? Yeah, I like that. They're actually beveled, or I should say leveled. You can actually see the 3 levels. I don't want to hit anything. I'm in my basement, as you all know. There's the logo. Here is the, bring it over so we don't hit anything. There's the tip protectors. It's not a bad bow. I'm telling you, the inside, slightly radiused. It has a very slight radius to it. There's the numbers. Hopefully you can see it. I'll turn my light over here. Try to get it better. Alright. You can look at it. Look at the beautiful. Hopefully it's not going to rain too much tomorrow. We're trying to schedule it so it doesn't. Yeah, pretty nice. Alright, so I'm going to go up and do a little more research and try to find out some history of this Browning bow. But right now it's just a simply gorgeous bow. So now, let's see what I can find out about the history and I'll share it with you. Normally, when researching my Ben Pearson bows, I use the catalogs. Ben Pearson has all of them online that you can download. And I go through those and I can track the history of a bow and things like that. Well, unfortunately, this is not the case with Browning. All I could find was bits and pieces from the good old, highly reliable internet. So this history is going to be very incomplete. The history of Browning Archery, from what I can tell, is a very murky affair. Browning Archery is, or was, part of Browning. And yes, it is that Browning, the firearm company founded by John Browning himself. Now, if you don't know who John Browning was, well, he's one of the great firearm designers in history. From the classic 1911 to the famed Ma Deuce, John Browning designed many classic firearms. Now, from what I can gather, Browning started making bows around 1963. How did they do this? What they did is they bought out Gordon Glass. Now, Gordon Glass was the main supplier of fiberglass for the archery industry, and they made bows for several companies. Now, when they had it, the big designer at Browning was named Harry Drake, and he's well known in the designing aspect history of the history of archery. Right? Now, I don't know if Harry Drake designed the Explorer 1. But the one thing that Harry Drake was known for was using multiple skinny laminations in the limbs, which this bow definitely has. Now, the Explorer 1, from what I can tell, and quoted by multiple people all over the internet, was produced from 1967 to 1961. The short version, which this bow is, actually replaced the original Explorer, hence the 1. Now, the Explorer 2 is a longer version, about 62 inches in length. And it didn't supersede the 1, it actually coexisted with it. Now, from what I could find, it seems that bows with the fancier laminations, which this bow has, were made in 1971. Most of the pictures of the bows that I can find the date before that had a much simpler design and all the laminations and such. So that's giving me a good idea. This is probably a post-1970 bow. The other way they do it is the serial number. Now the serial number in this bow, 2D 632-1, from what people are saying, indicates that the bow was made in 1972. Which, from everything else I could find, these bows weren't made in that year. But I've also read from several people that said dating those bows by serial numbers is not a reliable method. So I don't know. So with all that I could find, which is not much by the way, this bow was most likely made in 1971. But wait, it doesn't end there. Where was this bow made? Man, that's a great question. You see, Browning had a plant in Utah, but when they bought Gordon Plastics, they inherited their plant in San Diego. And it was built in one of the two places. But what you're seeing here is the article from a magazine about the plant in San Diego. So where did they make this bow? Utah or San Diego? I have no clue. So the history of this bow is cloudy. Can't tell you a whole lot else. I wish there's more information out there. Someone's got it. They should write a book. I don't know how much it'd sell, but it'd be greatly appreciated by Browning aficionados. All right? Well, that's about all I can find. So all that's left to do is to go out and shoot this beautiful bow on a 3D archery course. All right, everybody, here we are, Andover Archery Center. Hopefully it's in Andover, Connecticut. I mean, why would you call it Andover if it's in like Bethlehem? I don't know. But hey, I digress. Did my first shot, just goofing off the deer in the 10 ring. So, didn't film it. Now I'll film it. So you know what that means. I'm going to miss the deer entirely. Possibly hit Jeff in the process.
I'm walking. I'm moving.
All right. I am in the shooter's box. It's very unstable little pebbles. All right. 20 yards on a deer shooting the Browning Explorer 1.
Nice.
Ta-da! Not bad. No hand shock. Those were 600 spine, 125 grain head. Shoots pretty good. I'm going to show you a close-up of the woods. We're going to let Jeff shoot it now. He's going to give you the expert critique. Because although he didn't study physics in college...
I did.
Well, okay, he went to course, but he didn't study it.
Oh, I didn't study it.
Well, that's what somebody told him. So we're just repeating what we've heard here on 3D Archery. Yes, we gossip a lot.
Remember, physics is not just a good idea, it's the law.
It's the law. Gravity's just a theory. No, it's not just a theory. Theories can be laws.
Okay, so shoot a little bit of a light arrow. Light spline. This is a 600 spline arrow. Pardon me, sarcasm. Don't mind. Oh.
Is that static or dynamic spine, Jeff?
And I'm a little antsy about this because it's so short and my draw. Although it's nice fiberglass, so. And somebody else's bow. Oh, ooh, look. Here, check out beautiful feather rest on there. Is this a beautiful bow? This is beautiful. First shot ever. Let's see what we do here. Browning Explorer 1. Explorer?
Yep. There's actually a Explorer 1 and an Explorer 2.
Which arrow should I shoot at? The left one or the right one?
Right between them.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna shoot at the left one because this is probably a hair weak. This spline. Bit high.
Lighter.
Beautiful line.
Yeah, it shoots well.
Let's do that again. It could be something to do with the sight window because being a instinctive aimer, my mind calculates it, and when the sight window is different, I think it messes it up. That's my theory anyhow. I don't really know. Ooh, I snapshot that one. But it flies nice.
It shoots them out pretty good. I don't know what the speed is. I didn't chronograph it.
It doesn't stack as bad as I would have thought.
For being 56 whole inches.
Yeah, let's get this thing down. Let's do a good shot. Yeah, I'm still shooting high. Cool bow.
Alright, so like I said, once you get out in the natural light, there you go. Now, one thing I read, which I'm going to try to show you. Don't think I can. Nope, won't be able to. 4 levels of wood. 4 layers of wood. They didn't do one piece. That is 4 very fine layers of wood. Alright, so we're going to take it on a 3D course. Hopefully we won't break it. I don't think so. Hopefully I won't lose too many arrows. Can't guarantee that. Alright, so we'll catch you out on the range. The trees and the branches of the Whoa! Well, okay. Whoa! Oh, look at that! There he is.
Wet in the brush.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. That's what causes us to miss. Squirrels.
Squirrels,
Anything
rocks,
else?
stones.
Trees. Alright, so you've seen the shot. This is not the shot they give you. There's shots up over there. We are shooting from well beyond the compound stake because it's up over there. But this just looks cool. A lot of junk in the way. And if we miss, it's not our fault. It's the bows. I mean, it's a win-win. Actually, it's a browning, but you know.
Ooh. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Archery puns. All right, it's a good shot. He's out there. I have no clue where to put it. So, baby dog.
Can you even see where you hit?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, ricocheted into him.
Here we go.
So, that was point on, believe it or not.
Point on, huh?
Yeah, I figured with the downhill, let's see what happens. So.
Ooh.
Ooh, I went to gap. Sorry, boys and girls, but I figured point on. I moved my point up to a little about that much above his back.
You're gonna have to go take a picture of it and show it because
Nobody will believe me. No, I'll zoom in.
Oh, after the shot?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do one, I think. I say that now until I miss.
Although I tell everybody I don't gap with my right. Just
over.
barely. You can make them.
All right, one more.
Come on, you make it.
One more.
Where were you? Where was your point?
I don't know.
Oh, you're like me. I actually made a conscious point.
I
I'm
wasn't
not
that conscientious.
Do you want to be a conscientious objector?
Oh.
There you go. Pretty darn good. All right, boys and girls. No downrange because we're just too lazy and we got to go hunt for 40 arrows. So lock it in. Not bad, not bad. All right, everybody, there you have it. That is us shooting the Browning Explorer 2. One. This is the second time I said that. I like 2s better. 1s, obviously. 56-inch, 46 at 28. You know what? I don't know what they go for on eBay, but I bet you they're probably a good deal. It's a beautiful bow. The craftsmanship's just out of this world. If you can find one, get one. I think you'd be happy with it. I enjoyed it.